Okay. Okay. Perfect. So, welcome. My name is Margaret Steinberg, and I wanted to welcome you all here, partners, friends, guests, anybody who's watching this for the first, second, or maybe more times. Thank you so much for joining. Um, this is my presentation of our amazing company, Trivorium. So, before we get started about this company, I'm going to give you a little background about myself. So, if you've been on this Zoom before, you might know that I'm in real estate. However, what you may not know is that I started my career in as a research analyst for a major television company in Toronto. I worked there for about 5 years, and I hated everything about it. I hated the commute. I hated working with the people that I was working with, because it was very much like you're in your own spot doing your own thing, and nobody spoke to anybody. And I could really do my job in like 3 days, 4 days maximum, but you were sitting there, staring at the computer, doing whatever you're doing. Anyways, fast forward 5 years, went into, got my ECE because that's what I loved, little kids. However, you can't discipline children like you used to be able to. So I went and started disciplining adults as a real estate agent. It's a love-hate relationship in that. And after that, during the downtime, I got into aesthetics, which is something that I love to do to this day. So I do aesthetics and real estate, and now that I found this company, it is phenomenal because this company offers me something that aesthetics and real estate they do not, which is residual income. And it's come to my attention speaking to somebody yesterday that some people may not know what residual income is. So we'll get into that a little bit later just so that you're aware. But this company does provide it, which is one of the reasons why I joined. The other reason why I joined was because when I saw the prices, I was in shock. I was in disbelief. But I'm going to ask you to hold your shock and disbelief to the very end. So if you could give me about 20 minutes, that'd be fantastic. These are true prices that we're not lying to you, and it is phenomenal. And once I joined the company, I literally told my daughter, I go, Franela, because that's what we call her. We go, Franela, I'm going to show you the world. And that's exactly what I promised to do to her. And I did not back down on my promise to my child. So you should know two things. We're not travel agents, and this is not a timeshare. And it's come to my attention that some people also, if you're in Europe, may not know what a timeshare is, although we do have access to them in Europe as well. So we'll get into that a little bit later as well. So Trevorium, the world is waiting for you, and let's get started. I'm going to close this down a little bit so it doesn't bother everybody. You can see the pictures. Okay, so live your dream life. You're able to book at travel agent rates up to 70% off, and I will tell you that sometimes you could book more than 70% off. You can earn free travel, earn money from anywhere in the world using your phone and laptop. Literally, that's all you need. And Trivorium, a business opportunity showing people how to make money by showing others how to save money on travel. It's a very easy and simple concept. Our amazing founders are David and Adela Hart. David was Entrepreneur Finalist of the Year at the ripe old age of 26. We are in 60 plus countries. We've given out millions in sales over the last 2 years and growing. We were established in March of 2013, so it's about 12 years. We've been in business, which is fantastic. We're literally at the right time, at the right place. Because if you tell about 100 people about our company, maybe one or two of us have, like, of them have heard about us, and they're probably in the business already. We have three corporate offices. The first one, sorry, we have three offices. The first one, our corporate office is in California. The second one is in Madrid, Spain, and the brand new one is in Kazakhstan. So once you understand this, it's really gonna open your eyes. I mean, I was talking to this one woman yesterday, and she goes, "Well, I book all of our flights through Booking," and I'm like, "You do know that Booking owns basically all the travel sites, like Booking and Expedia, they own all of them." So you're really not saving much. And her eyes literally boggled. She's like, really? Wow. Like, how is that even possible? Excuse me for a second. She's like, how's that even possible? She's like, I don't even understand. I'm like, well, let me explain to you. And I told her the whole thing. And so my husband, he when we would go away, he would tell me, you know what, book on Expedia because I get points and I get to save on there. And I was talking to another woman. She's like, yeah, I get all my points. Like I buy on Expedia and I save them and I convert them to travel, to flying. And I'm like, you're really not saving much. And when we went to our nephew's wedding before I even found out about this company, I like Trivago. I used to search on there all the time because it literally gave you the illusion of choice. It literally would, because I used to use the map section, and so I'd map out where I wanted to go. And in this case, the wedding was in Milwaukee, so I'd map out Milwaukee and I'd pick out the hotel, and it, show me like what was better and what was like the different options. And it did give me a cheaper price. We didn't end up booking through Trivago for Milwaukee. We ended up booking through Airbnb, but there's no point in that anyway since we have this beautiful company, Trivorium. Now, so this is really what it shows you that Booking and Expedia hold a monopoly on the travel sites. So let's see our version of Booking and Expedia. So we have five different platforms. The first platform is called the travel sites. Here you can book hotels, flights, activities, cruises, and entertainment is their own portal. Now, um, here you could save between 40 to 70% off. There's no blackout dates, just like Expedia and Booking, they don't have blackout dates. We also don't have blackout dates. And you could save more than 2 million hotels and resorts worldwide. Now, I got to tell you, so we're actually flying back to Toronto for the holidays. And so I actually searched on flights section and I searched on the entertainment portal. You could also search for flights. And so I booked our flight through the entertainment portal, and it came out from Calgary to Toronto, there and back. The price was around $945 for me, my husband, and my daughter. And then I was telling my husband, and Leon goes, that sounds a little expensive. And so I'm like, well, let's see. So then I did a side-by-side comparison, just one way traveling there on the same flight that we're traveling to. And honestly, I don't remember if we're going Air Canada or WestJet. I don't remember. And so I looked at it and it was one way $1,300. So, I mean, I'm just excited for that. I also found a cruise. I got to be honest, I found a cruise. And I mean, we could have been, I mean, if I found it a couple of days sooner. And so this cruise was 11 days in the Southern Caribbean, leaving literally next Thursday. It was an inside cabin. Now, I personally prefer a window, but it was an inside cabin and it had $1,500 of onboard credit. It had free drinks, free internet. It had a whole bunch of different things. And it was literally $749 for the three of us. And I wanted to book it, but unfortunately it was sold out by the time I got there. So we'll be spending the next 11 days here in Calgary. So just FYI. So if we go into the system and we're going to search hotels now, here's what we have. So we put in New York. We put in check-in date for April 5th to the 7th. You have two adult beds, two adults, one king bed. On the left, you can see the Expedia price of $1,254. On the right, you could see our price, which for the exact same dates, the exact same room, everything, comes out to $644. That's a savings for 2 nights of $610. I mean, you could give Expedia the additional $610. I'm sure they'll send you a check in the mail. It's never happened to me yet, but if it happens to you, good luck with that. Now this is Vegas. I had to black out the name of the hotel because this is being recorded. However, I guarantee you it is the exact hotel on all three platforms. The first one up here, this is actually taken on Black Friday. It was actually the 102 was actually from the hotel itself with a 40% discount. Okay. And their 40% discount came out to $102 a night. Also, sorry, the check-in was December 19th to the 22nd, two adults and one king bed just in time for my birthday. So the Expedia price, original price is $90 a night. They do give you a discount of $72 a day for these 4 days for a total of $460. On our site, the exact same room, the exact same days, everything. It's a price you have to pay $113. I mean, that's a savings for 4 nights of $346 that you could spend at the casino, shopping, food, whatever, concerts, whatever you want to do. So, it's up to you. Our next platform is the World Tours. Here you have over 100 different tours you can select over the next 12 months. These are pre-selected 4 and 5 days stays, and they're just they're fantastic. So the world is waiting for you. Where do you want to go? Let's see some examples of our world tours. So our first one is Kazakhstan. The retail rate is $1,245. After you apply your points, our rate is $199. Now, if you don't understand what I mean, don't worry, you soon will. And that's for 5 days and 4 nights. Next, we have Lake Geneva, France. The retail rate is $1,129. Our Trevorium rate is $329 for a 5 days, 4 night stay with breakfast included. Then we have Prague in the Czech Republic. The retail rate is $749. And for 5 days, 4 nights, breakfast included, our rate is $1. And note that is not a typo. Next, we have the Getaways. So this is like timeshares, okay, without dealing with pesky timeshare salespeople. So we're not a timeshare. However, you can book timeshare properties. Now, what is a timeshare? I have the definition here. It is property ownership in which a person buys into the rights to a vacation property for a set period of time. So let's say you bought into a vacation property in Collingwood, Ontario, and your date is January 1st to the 15th. Well, you have to go for that January 1st to the 15th every year to the exact same spot. If you want to change it to another spot, there's like a lot of like messes that you have to go through. Um, However, here you don't. You pick out anyone you want, pick the area you want to go, the date. You have to book it 30 days in advance. However, you can go for 3, 5, or 7 days. And there's more than 2,000 resorts you could choose from worldwide. And so let's see what options we have. So when we put in Europe and we put in August 30th and we put in 30 days in advance, we have 211 places to spend our time. The first one, you get to save 99% off in the Residence Verdi Maria, and the total price is $10.74 for the 7 nights. And this is not per person, this is not per day, it's for the entire stay, $10.74. The next two are 2281. Again, it's for the entire stay. It's not per person, it's not per day, it's for the entire stay, and it's 98% off. Next, we have Cabo San Lucas. The retail rate is $1,299. After you apply your points, our rate is $149 plus tax for the 8 days, 7 nights in a one-bedroom suite. Next, we have Orlando, Florida. The retail rate is $1,149. After you apply your points, our rate is $142 plus tax for the 8 days, 7 nights. Our last platform is the Trip Incentive. So here, once you join our company, 14 days later, you're off on your free trip. Just pay your taxes and go anywhere you want in the world. So let's take Canada, for example. Canada is large. When you click Canada, they give you several different options, like, for example, Niagara, I believe it's Nova Scotia or New Brunswick, Montreal, Quebec, Calgary, Vancouver, Victoria are some of the options. You pick the area you want to go, the date, you pay your taxes, and enjoy your free trip. So, you might be wondering, what does this all cost? Well, our members, we have 3 different memberships. We have the silver, the titanium, and the one that everybody chooses. So the silver, you have access to the travel site and entertainment portal. You don't get any points, but you don't need them. So this one is $69.95, a one-time fee, and it's a monthly fee of $52.50. Next, we have the titanium. It's $149, a one-time fee. You get 150 points monthly. You also get access to the world tours and the getaways, and it's only $22 more expensive at $75 a month. And this one you get 50% off retail. So in the entertainment portal, you're also able to save on buying new or used cars. You could save on shopping, on appliances, on computers, on tablets, on gym memberships, on you could save so many things on sporting events, hockeys, football, basketball, baseball, anything like that, and concerts. I hear Taylor Swift tickets are going for about $30,000 a pop. On here, they're significantly less. The platform that everybody basically chooses is the Platinum. This one you get 270 points a month. This one allows you to travel every 6 or 7 months basically for free. There's a one-time fee of $269 and a monthly fee of 135, but we're going to talk about that later. So I hear what you so if you want to be a member in our company, um, we have a once a year annual fee of $79. You get the website, the back office, the marketing videos, training. It's a turnkey business and tax advantage. So here in Canada and the US, you can write off your spouse, you could write off shopping, entertainment, travel, part of the home. But I do beg of you to ask your tax professional. They would know better than I would. So I hear what you're asking. You're like, okay, Margaret, I get it, but how do you get better rates than Expedia and Booking? So here's the thing. We don't get better rates than them. They get the exact same rates that we do. They just spend millions of dollars on marketing and media and all that stuff. We don't. We pass on the savings directly to you. That's exactly how it works. We literally just pass on the savings directly to you. And that's why you're able to also go on vacation and spend all that stuff for pennies on the dollar. So, how do we get paid? It's a great question. So, do you know three people that like to travel? Do you know three people who like to save money? Well, if you do, once you get these three people to join the company, then your 135 is now free. And once we're going to talk about the platinum membership. So once you get three platinum members to join the team, you do get a $50 bonus. So now that you have your three people on your team, your 135 is now covered, and now you're making $4.45 a day. And let's say at this time you decide to go on vacation. You get a fourth person, you decide at this time it's time to go for a vacation. And while you're on vacation, your team tells other people about this amazing company and people start joining. So now you have eight people on the left and eight people on the right. You're making $10 a day, making somewhere between $300 and $700 a month. And if those people go out and tell a few people each, now you have 25 people on the left and 25 people on the right. You're making $25 a day, making somewhere between $750 and $1,500 a month. And if those people go out and tell a few people each, now you have 63 people on the left and 63 people on the right. You're making $70 a day and you're making around $21 to $3,000 a month. And if half those people go out and tell one person each, now you have 125 on the left and 125 on the right, and now you're making $100 a day, and you're making between $31 and $3,500 a month. And if half those people go out and tell one person each, now you're an ambassador. You have 188 on the left and 188 on the right, and you're making $140 a day, somewhere between $4,200 and $12,000 a month. So what is an ambassador? Well, you get an additional vacation a year with flight included. You get a global bonus pool of 1% share, and you get the Louis Vuitton experience. What is the Louis Vuitton experience? Well, beautiful Adela Hart loves Louis Vuitton. So they fly you over to Paris, France, and they put you in a limo with champagne, and you go into the Louis Vuitton store, you get snacks, you get a personal shopper, and you get to spend up to $2,000 on the company dime. You also get this beautiful James Bond watch, one for a man and one for a woman. And Warren Buffett, the fifth wealthiest man on the planet, said if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until the day you die. Now, I was going that way up until I found this amazing company, and now, I mean, it is fantastic. So, um, we are having a leadership meeting on in January. Would love for you guys to join us. If you're not part of the company yet, why not come and join? We would love to see you there. And if you are part of the company, I can't wait to see you in January. I booked my ticket, so I'm going to see you there. And a better life requires a better way. So please contact the person who invited you and ask them how you can enroll and be part of our amazing team. We guide you every step of the way and teach you all the strategies necessary for your time and success. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the beaches of the world. Now, if you have any questions, love to I would love to hear them. I'm going to unmute, and if you have any questions, yeah, please let me know. How do we unmute? Okay. So I've unmuted or told you guys that you could unmute. And if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask. No questions? Okay. So I'm going to close this off. I'm going to stop recording and I'll stop share. Thank you so much for joining. And I appreciate you guys coming to the Zoom and learning about this amazing, amazing company. It really is spectacular. And I got to say one more thing before I let you guys all go. Um, it took so last, I mean, last 2 weeks, honestly, it doesn't matter where we are in this world. This company, it really is like a family. And I've heard that before from one of our other presenters, Todd. Once you learn that this really is a family, this company, it's so much better than anything you could ever imagine. So yeah, please, join. You guys would love it. It is fantastic. Thank you so much for all your kind words. Love you guys all, and yeah, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I really do. Okay, so I'm going to end this, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.